I'll use my 400,000 for something else then. Right, we're going to do corn, were we? 404,000. Maybe if I buy it on a week where it's got 0 utilization, it'll be cheaper. Is there any other corn nearby? There was some up here in Quebec, wasn't there? Yeah. Right, so this week, 352. It's probably the best I'll be able to do. And it'll be 30% cheaper. So 246 paid. So I'm trying to work out, because I want a warehouse. So do I put the warehouse like in Syracuse? And that can hold on to the corn. And then I can have a route that runs Davis Terminal to Syracuse. I mean, it already goes through Albany and fills up on beer. In here, their beer production thing, because it has low utilization. Again, I could skip over Albany's beer production. 240,000 to buy that one. And Albany's one is worth, according to them, 950,000. So I could, even though I do want a train that goes to Albany, has a lot of export capacity as well. You know, I could bypass it. Tell my trains to favor, well, going to Syracuse, but I mean, this is supposedly making profit. I still don't know who's actually eating this cheese. You have, don't know. It just doesn't give you any stats. But yeah, so we have this corn. We have a route that goes from here to here instead of Albany. And we still want Albany to grow. It's just, it won't let me build a warehouse. That's the problem. Post office and a maintenance depot. I mean, I built both of those, so it's my own silly fault. I mean, I could put the warehouse here instead. 133,000. Or if I build it here, too far, it will cost 133,000. So let's put it in Syracuse and we'll just have an extra train which goes between the two. So we want to construct an extension warehouse for no, I feel like it's silly. Even though it'll help it grow because trains are going there. Fine, yeah. Let's just do it. I don't know if it's the right thing to do. Warehouse. You now have a warehouse. Congratulations. So definitely corn. What other things? There's no point storing beer in there. Meat, maybe? And grain. I don't know, dairy. Not that I really need it. Planks. Oh, there's cloth in here. Milk, maybe. Lumber. Don't know. I mean, this is, in a way, will help stuff get from over here to over here. Because I already have a... What's this? Oh no, that's something else. I already have a line from there, which is doing the freight. So maybe need to edit this. It'll stop there. But now we'll just have another direct route which runs from... Because it's fully freighted up, those two. There is a grid iron, yes, on both those. So that's fine. Let's create an extra line, add a line between here and what, you're just going to go direct? Sure. Is that the right line? That is not the right line. Okay. Let's delete that then. And so waypoint 1, followed by waypoint 2. Although waypoint 2 is in the wrong place. Delete those. Waypoint 2, all the way to Davis Terminal. Waypoint 3. Again, we're not going to stop in Albany or anything. Or do we on the way back? No. Let's assume we're not going to. Followed by 5.4. Let's see how this goes. This is going to be freight only. And yes, this is the route. I don't know where it is. Waiting for deployment. Right, because there's maybe something coming into the station. Or just because I was paused. Okay, so it's now in the station. Being loaded, but there is nothing here. Oh no, there is beer. Ah. So, that beer industry I should have bought, but failed to, because I'm silly. Beer. 240. If I buy it now... And I can't afford more bonds. No, I'm already in quite a lot of debt anyway. How much interest do I have? Well, that hasn't increased just yet, but it will do soon. Anyway, I can't afford to buy more. Put it that way. But if when you borrow money, if it allows you to make more per week than you would cost yourself per quarter, because if the interest rate is only 2,000 per quarter, but you're getting like 2,000 per week, then you're, you know, getting 13 times as much from that debt. So I feel like this Foster train, what it needs to do is it needs to go, like, I realise we already have Foster to Albany. That's kind of dealing with some of this. But to Buffalo is, it says it's doing just as much as that. Is there no maintenance? So it's just a question of, you know, if I edit this to be a bit longer, it will mean a double link between Foster and Syracuse. Should it go back into Foster or just go straight through? Let's say it goes straight through. And I'm going to remove that because then we're going to set the correct waypoints. So 3 Syracuse and 4. So is that 2 in the right place? Yes. Anyway. Let's see what happens with that. This Syracuse to Davis Terminal. Oh, it's saying 0 because I've only just created it. Fair enough. Anything else with connection bonuses? Nope, not yet. Portland and Bangor are both growing, which is good. Boston is stagnated. I mean, it has the beer, it just doesn't have grain or corn. Are these things which are... Yes. If I look at this warehouse, it hasn't got any grain or corn in it, it's just getting lots and lots of beer. If I want to prioritize corn, I'll need to tell it that. Well, we'll let time pass. But I need to work out what my next thing that I want is. Buying up these two and bring them into Syracuse, maybe? To make Albany grow, the next thing I will need is clothing. Albany is not growing. For what reason is Albany not growing? It doesn't have corn or lumber, apparently. How can it not have corn? There should be a train. Maybe it's doing too much wheat pulling, because I did tell it to favor wheat. Now that I own both businesses, it doesn't need to. So this route here, we can tell it you don't have to prioritize that. Choose whatever you want. Same with you. Oh, I never told you to prioritize anything anyway. But lumber, I mean, there's 15 en route, apparently. Again, 4 en route for that. That's the Albany to Buffalo, Albany to Boston. What are you? Davis Terminal 1, which again, just bring in the beer. I mean, I know it says current delivery by train, but I can't actually see where that is. I mean, it must be one of them, but possibly this one. No, because that's heading back. Tell me that's heading back. Yes. And this is just filled with corn for Albany and Syracuse. So it's gonna get stopped here and then something else will pick it up. Although it is gonna break down. Maybe I should put a maintenance facility somewhere. Okay, result for Q2, an extra 500,000 profit. Increase in freight, passengers, mail, quite a lot of mail actually. Maybe that's because I connected up Buffalo, those two. Production as well, quite a big boost. Bonuses, oh, the connection bonus, fine. But also the interest rates are more than I was saying. So 10,000 for my 1 million of debt. But yeah, if I'm making much more than that every week, because I've taken out those loans, then it's worth it. Do all my trains over here. Like, I could construct dispatch hall or maintenance depot. Seems like it might be needed. I don't know if I can build it on this thing. Not on the farm, on the station. Yes. But then I could make this a warehouse in the future if I didn't. It's fine. I think a lot of trains coming through here, so we may need a maintenance depot. And are you still waiting on things? You are. Again. Are they just sat in Davis Terminal? Yeah. Lumber for Albany. Meat for Albany and Syracuse. I mean, there should be trains. This one will take it back. No? Yes. Yes, it will. They did a weird thing. What have you done? What are you doing? Stop. Have you seen what this train is doing? What is it doing? Is this why my trains are doing weird, stupid stuff? Okay. So it's going... I mean, it just didn't unload. It went into the station and didn't unload. And it's now leaving the station. Okay, let's work this out. Waypoint 2. No, sorry. Starting at Davis Terminal is fine. Waypoint 2 is fine. It goes to Albany. It's fine. Don't need to have this clicked on. Waypoint 4, also fine. It goes to West Stop. Then waypoint 3, sorry, 5, which is fine. And waypoint 3, which is also fine. At which point it should end up in Davis Terminal, finish its job, and turn around. But that train, unless it was just a visual bug. You're holding all the beer, which has to go to Boston, and you're going to drive it all the way back to... What are you doing? Is it just a bug? Because I feel like I need to fix that. But I also have 260,000 that I should also try and do something with. Like I could go connect this logging up to Albany. Because then that would reduce strain on like this connection. Even though I want to fix that connection. Go on, let's just buy it. Cool. So now we can build a station. We should probably buy this as well, whilst it's going to be cheap. Yeah. It's fine. Probably should, but we're not going to. The F-Jams, hey. Sorry, I didn't see your message. I was too focused on the game. I'm alright. How are you? Just playing Railway Empire. Because we did Gwent on Monday. Today's Friday, right? Yeah. It's been a long week. Hope you're well. What I need is a notification if someone says something on chat and I'm blindly playing the game, not paying attention. So we want a train station. And it's going to go up to Albany. You're good. Merry weekend. Yeah. Although, you worked on a Saturday? Or is that just a one-off? Or am I getting you confused with someone else? The game looks chill. Yeah, very chill. I mean, there is a somewhat competitive part to it in the sense that, you know, this is my company, Railway, and this is someone else's... I say someone else. The game. So in theory, I'm competing with them, but I don't know if it's just because I'm on the easiest level, but they don't seem to be doing much with whatever their company is supposed to be doing. So I think the way to win is maybe to buy them out. I don't know. I'm going through the task list at the moment, so... which I've already done several tasks, but I'm on, what, 37% complete, so... It's not showing all of them. There are more tasks that it will unveil when you do these things, which I'm currently not making progress on. There should be a train. It wants me to take corn to Boston, and the only corn I have is like way over here. So I put a thing which would join it up in Syracuse. And is it working? Oh, I need to click on the station. So I now have stored some corn. I don't know. My problem at the moment is one of my trains is doing something bizarre, and I was supposed to be following it, but anyway. You work in a hospital and they don't close on weekends. I mean, yeah, sometimes some departments close. But yeah, people get sick at all times of the week, so... I suppose you do need to work on weekends. Is it every weekend you work, or just one every... Oh yeah, sometimes. Probably not everyone then. Seems SimCity-like. This... It's... Yeah, maybe not SimCity, but... I don't know, it's your standard railway game in the sense that you have lots of things dotted on the map, and your job is to take them to somewhere, which will then maybe take them to somewhere else. Or... So like, this is milk, and I have a dairy factory here, which I just created at some point recently. And so I can either take the milk and send it somewhere else, or I can turn it into dairy. But it's all just like, do this thing and you get more money. But as it's a game, there's obviously like an element to trying to build the thing for the least cost to get you moving, and then to use the money efficiently to do the next thing. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. But last time I was having a really big problem with what I did over here because I kind of messed up a bit, and you can see there's like this ugly bit of track. So, and I have some more ugly bits of track. And also I have this train which I don't know what it's doing. Is it this one? It's worked its way back. Oh, I really wanted to watch it. Right, I kind of need to watch that train when it does its next thing, because it's done something very strange. So remind me to do that. I need to spend some money. What do I want to spend money on? Like connecting these things is maybe my next thought. But it hasn't offered me a bonus yet. Oh no, I was in the middle of doing this. That's what I was doing. Got it. So we want a train station which will take the lumber to Albany. Yes. We do. Will it also serve somewhere else? I don't know. It's probably... It's going to be able to, you know, run through those two just fine. If it needs to go off to New York or something, maybe do some ugly, like, turn over the river and then back on itself. Well, hopefully I haven't messed that up. What? Oh, I hate it when it does this. It did this to me on the tutorial. Like, I suppose it's because it's on a hill. It's my own fault for building it on a hill. But still, this is just impossible to build with. Can I delete this and get my full refund? It also annoys me that it doesn't tell me how much I'm going to get back for it. 47,500. Okay, it does tell me. How much does it cost? 47,500. Okay, so maybe I just demolish it. And I focus on it being the right way up. Graphics are great for top-down games now, or what you call them. Haven't played the type in ages. Yeah, in this mode, because I've turned on the contours, it's a bit ugly. I mean, it's more practical, I suppose. This is going to end up over here, I feel. But I don't know if you saw before. So if I turn this off, it looks really nice. And then you zoom into a city, or like you can zoom in. This is like a lumberyard. Just like, you know, all this detail, which you don't really need. But you know, there's people waiting at the station, and if you go to a big city, they tend to be milling around. Oh no, it's because I got it paused. That's why. Like, you know, there's carts and stuff. Look at all this. Is any of this really? This is all just flavor and graphics and stuff for, you know, to look cool. I spend most of the game like out here, so it doesn't really matter. But it also, the other thing you can do is you can ride along. You know, for the train geek, I suppose. But so you can rotate the camera. So you can even look at the train. Or like you can move the camera a bit and you can end up on the train, kind of. It has like a weird rail. So you can sit here and like pretend that you're this guy. Though it's a bit of a weird angle. Like, why am I at midriff height? I don't know. Anyway, train. I can even go along the whole train. This seems a bit overgrown. Someone needs to go chop it down. Not me, though. Cool. Yeah, it is cool. Again, if you're a big train nerd, then this is probably where you spend most of the game, like riding around. But I'm more of an economics nerd, apparently, so I just like to spend the money. I know, oh yeah, you can blow the horn. Like, okay, did you see? It turned around immediately and did nothing. There you go, that's me blowing the horn. But I need to... What? This train is like bugged or something. Is this a bug? You need to get rid of this. Right. That's it. I need to edit the rail line because it's clearly doing something weird. Are you going to work out what you need to do if I take those out? I think so. Confirm. Right, I mean, you're still going. What are you doing, you weird train? You're ruining my whole game. I mean, the train is. Is it making me money? It claims to be making me money, but also... I just don't know what's going on. It needs to take some of my stuff back, but it's not going to. Right, anyway, keep an eye on it. So we're trying to connect up this thing, which has our new lumber. And what are we going to do? We want it to go over. Is that going to create a bridge? It is going to create a bridge. Cool homage to the Great American Railways. Assume the game will end when Henry Ford comes along. I don't know. So there is a research tree. And it tells you, because, you know, train nerds and stuff. It says historical release of this train. So what train am I on? Like, it starts on these ones, so 1830, 1831. The historical release of that's 1832. So, like, you know, halfway down the line, what have we got? 1876, 1923, 1926. So, what? And Henry Ford was 1917? Or before then? Oh, here's a car. Car industry. So, yeah. It kind of does end at the time when you say. Maybe just a bit afterwards, because trains still are around. In fact, what is 1930? Yeah. So it's about 100 years is what the game is trying to cover. And this is just the first campaign level. So I think the campaign, it is doing some American railways, but there is... I'm trying to show you off this map to the side here, but that clearly doesn't work. There are just other maps, is what I'm trying to get at. And some of them are like, you know, not based in America. Some of them are in Europe. Sorry, bad joke. Hey, bad jokes are allowed. As far as I understand, he was the big reason highways dominated the country instead of a well-established train network. I don't know about that. Is that the US, or is that a UK thing? Because I know in the UK we had railways, but we built them all Wrigley, and that was our problem. Is that we built them first and didn't really understand that maybe straight lines was a good thing. But yeah, I think the American train network isn't... Like, it was big in this era, but then... Yeah, I suppose it was overtaken by highways. Don't know, now I want to go look it up. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we're building a bridge. Or we're telling it to build this thing. And I suppose it's going to hook into there. Oh. Something like that. But it needs to go over this track. Oh, and it is going to go over it. That looks ugly and lovely at the same time. Yeah, the US. He bought a lot of the big railways, demolished them, and built highways instead to create a bigger market for cars. Okay. That's really interesting, then. I mean, it's also kind of silly, because railways can be efficient. Maybe not the fastest thing, but if you're wanting to move lots of freight around, then you should be trying to use railways, is my understanding. The problem in this country, the UK, is that the trains are much more expensive. So if I want to drive somewhere, well, for a start, I'd have to find the nearest station and park at the car park or something. Or, you know, if it was a walking distance, it would be a long way away. Well, that doesn't work. So yeah, it'd be a long way away. Park at the station, and then you go somewhere, and it'll cost you like £100. And if you'd just driven to the place in the first, you know, without taking the train, it would have cost you £40 in fuel. So why would you do it? This game is now getting confused. Right. I mean, that is... The problem with that is it's too steep. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like. And if you think you would enjoy more, then please subscribe, or even join me live on Twitch. Whilst it's cliche, all of these will help the channel. On screen is something carefully curated, or something the YouTube algorithm suggests, or maybe even both. In any case, have a great day.